if you only stay. He is calling you on the Saviour's Day. Hey, yeah, yeah. I'm too tired to walk, too tired.
On the cliff.
Now we have been through the harvest. Winter is truly begun. Now we have walked in the chill of the night. We are waiting for the Saviour's Day.
This is the place. Look at you. I'm giggling out here. It's freezing. Come in. Come in. The man we're about to meet behind those doors, all three of you, is, just in case you've forgotten, Cliff Richard. Yeah? Through this door is somebody rather special. Follow me.
Hello.
Follow me, ladies.
What have we got here?
Right.
Let me dump my guitar down.
Cliff.
Hi.
This is Donna.
Hi, Donna.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi.
Oh, good.
And this is Abigail.
Hi, Abigail. How are you?
And this is Hazel.
How are you? Nice to
this is
see you.
Grandma.
Hi.
Now, they entered a competition on Motion Mouse to come along and see you. And they've actually...
They all won?
They all won. They had to answer a question, which was your first single, which is your last single, and a good reason for meeting you.
Which was my last single?
From a distance.
Correct.
Yes, 10 out of 10. They also had great reasons why they want to come along and meet you, and I think we're going to hear your stories. Go on, tell him.
For my birthday, my mum brought me concert tickets to go and see you, and that's my very first concert.
Really? Well, how old were you then?
Last
Was
year.
that last year? Do you mean to miss me for... How old are you now?
13.
13. So you missed me for 12 years. Donna. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
great.
good.
It was your
Great.
first ever concert, though, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, you've not seen anybody before? Not even Jason or anybody?
Oh, no.
She doesn't like
Oh, no. I've got a niece that loves Jason. She quite likes me, though, as well.
And Abigail, as well. You've just always been a fan.
I've just
haven't
always been a fan, yeah, no particular reason.
Really?
I just like the music. And
Well, you know, it's a funny thing about pop and rock music because there's no reasons for anything. I mean, some people like somebody and some people don't. That's the way it goes. And I'm just thrilled that you like me.
Well, we're actually going to go up to Grandma generation.
yes,
This
I
is
met you when
Hazel.
you... Well, I didn't meet you. I saw you when you were 17,
18.
18.
Well, actually, funny enough, you could have seen me when I was 17 because I made my first record when I was still in my 17th year. I was
This was
17
just
and
on
a half.
it was Oh Boy or Ready Steady
Oh,
Go
yeah.
or something like that.
That's right.
yeah.
Well, I'd have either just been 18 or just under 18 because on my very first tour, I became 18. I was still 17 when I made my first record.
Now, Donna, you've got a question for Cliff, haven't you?
How did you meet at the Shadows?
Well, actually, it's not as simple as it sounds because my manager went into London and came back and said, I've seen this guitarist. He looks like Buddy Holly, you know, because he wears glasses, and he plays guitar like James Burton, who was the famous rock and roll guitarist for Ricky Nelson and everybody in those days. And he said he's prepared to come on tour, and that was Hank, of course. But Hank said, well, I'll join you, but only if my mate Bruce can come along. And I said, well, what does Bruce do? He said, well, he plays rhythm guitar. So Bruce joined us right on that first tour. So I had half the Shadows, or the Drifters as they were known, on that first tour. And by the time the tour finished, a guy who was playing bass for somebody else, called Jet Harris, said, oh, I like playing your music, can I join you? So he joined us after the tour, and between the three of them, they remembered a man called Tony Meehan, who then became the drummer. I mean, I suppose I can claim I formed them, I suppose. I was lucky enough to find 4 really good musicians.
Do you intend making any more films or doing any more theatre work?
I'd rather make 1 good album than 10 bad movies. And until movie producers take people like me seriously enough, then I think there's no point, really. I've let everybody know that I'm available. But
If you hadn't made it into the pop world, what would you have liked to have done?
I would probably needed to have gone back to school. You see, I left school when I was 16. And I probably would have tried to get some kind of adult education to get more education, because my education wasn't that great. But if you ask me what I'd like to have been, I think I'd probably quite like to have been a teacher.
Cliff, can I come in there? Because looking back at your career so far, what stands out more than anything else?
There have been highlights all along. I mean, every time a record makes the top 20 now, you'll find me screaming for pleasure and joy. Because after all these years, it's still a great thrill to make a record and have people like it. Because that's what you want. Obviously, when you're making a record, the thing you want to do is to hear that people like it, and the best way of hearing that is that it's entered the charts. So I would consider every one of my top 10 hits, certainly, a highlight.
Quite a career you've had, though. But you've a new single out for Christmas.
Yes.
Good luck with that. And,
Thank you. There's a lot of opposition. Everyone's ganging up. I mean, there's Tina and Rod and the old Ninja Turtles.
Well, I think you've got 3 people who are certainly going to be buying that, aren't you?
Well, I mean, I like the song, but you can't tell anymore. You know, if someone's got something that captures the imagination of the public, then I won't be number one. But at least I've got a chance. You know, I've got a chance that as good as anybody else's.
Open your eyes on Saviours' Day. Don't look back or turn away. Life can be yours if you only stay. He's calling you on the Saviour's Day. Joining the old and the young ones, joining the black and the white, meeting the need of the hungry. Is he? Will we ever remember him on the Saviour's Day? Open your eyes on Saviour's Day. Don't look back or turn away. Life can be yours if you only stay. He is calling you on the Saviour's Day. Oh.